Slim pickings yesterday. Ipswich 2-0 up was an obvious play, 1.3. The Bournemouth goal would have got you a trade out. Could have done with Crystal Palace not equalising yesterday, as I had the full insurance covered at 1-0. This was a missed opportunity. I did mention the 2+ goals that Emery is targeting away from home, particularly for European campaigns, and that produced the goods against Brighton second half. Liverpool-Everton I would never have played. Could have been a 0-0. Again, a local derby. Talking of Derby County have done their season the world of good if I can get to the match. Absolutely changing their season with those 4 consecutive wins. Only a point above the relegation zone though, Derby. So still lots of work to be done. But can you imagine, without those 4 consecutive wins, what kind of a mess they'd be in? Today's only match is a London derby. And with that in mind, I won't be playing this evening personally. I'm not going to be hanging about trying to decipher the undecipherable Tottenham Hotspur. 4 consecutive home wins, but beating 2 of the bottom 3 in your last 2 home matches is not the strongest form on the planet. And that's a similar story for the Spuds. Their last win was against Ipswich Town. It does just betray problems at Tottenham and unreadability. I just can't read them. No draw in 13 away. Can we read that? Scored in the last 13 at home. Chelsea as well. 2 consecutive clean sheets, albeit against the bottom 2. Plenty of motivation for Chelsea today. They could go into possible equal on points with Man City in the Champions League places with a win. That's huge motivation. Tottenham, well, haven't had a good result, but 1 goal in it matches against second to 5th. So this could be tighter than the odds suggest today. Possibility of both teams to score if we keep this pattern going, particularly this pattern for Chelsea. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 between 10th and 17th at home. Both teams have scored in 5 matches. 93% over 1.5 goals. Over 2.5 goals, again, 57% is just halfway there for Tottenham. Just not a readable or trustworthy side. Score more of their goals in the first half. Very quick starters, both teams. 13 goals scored in the last half hour of home matches. 13 goals scored in the first half hour of away matches. Do you expect a goal before half-time? Or are you just going to leave this alone, it being a London derby and all? And that's it. It's a very tough coupon today. Not of any great appeal. I'll be waiting for Friday, where things start getting very busy. I think we do have some Champions League football next week, so you're going to see some Friday, Saturday big boys out, like Bayern Munich. Tough match against an inform Augsburg, so they better be a bit careful, Bayern. Those odds look far too short. This lot coming in really decent form. Nice and Nantes. I've got an idea about form. It's a very basic one. I don't know if it will translate long term. There's just something I've noticed. Ultra recent form. By ultra recent, I mean the last 2 matches have tended to dig out the team. So on ultra recent form, you'll be looking at Chelsea. The last 2 matches. It's completely without any basis of foundation, but I've just noticed that there's a lot of teams scoring first and performing well who are the form side in the last 2 matches. So we can take a look at Newcastle Brentford. Was this the case with these 2? So we had 2 consecutive wins, playing win and a loss. So it's an idea, and also some good ideas with pitch profit footy. You'll recall that. I'm not sure which of these is the pitch profit footy. We'll have a look. I thought this was very interesting. The lowest draw odds. Look at that raft of nil-nils recently. Remember, we're looking to back 0-0 in the half-time market. using Fibonacci. So it's picking up the nil-nils as they go, but we had a bit of a cluster there. But don't forget, now I'm including the times of the matches because we need to know when one starts and another finishes and whether these can actually get put on. Look at that hole. Only one didn't come in on the 29th of March. Now, of course, it's all about what happens season long, but we might be onto something. Biggest priced favourite in a league. So we're looking through the league form. We're looking at the biggest priced favourite. So it's not produced as many or as impressively as the others, but I will continue with it. There's fewer selections, you can see. And what I look for when I'm making selections with this is at least 5 teams to be playing in the league today. So something like this. The lowest draw odds would be Brighton and Aston Villa. Guess what? 0-0 at half time. So are we onto something? So it would be nice to have some bet and go strategies in the old back pocket, wouldn't there? Just free up you to keep working that betting bank. So looking at this one, lowest draw odds would be Tigre against Bannerfield. And again, that's a 0-0. So I'm not getting overexcited, but that's a really nice cluster. I'll keep producing or updating the results. And I would recommend using Soccer 24. It goes back about a week. Have a great day. You won't be seeing me later on. You can cope admirably this evening on your own. I might make an appearance on Friday because I do need to make some dosh. And before I go, if there's anybody can help me, you know I've had my problems with hacking, etc. Just something I'd like you to look at. I'm getting this at the moment on my computer from Malware Bytes. Outbound 443 going through system 32 PowerShell. I've done all the trying to disable PowerShell, etc. But as you can see, this is how they got my crypto. I don't know what they're up to, but they're trying to send to these websites from my website. So if you know how to fix this, I would be grateful if you get in touch. You know the problems I've had this year. Financially speaking, it's been immeasurable, the impact. So please help if you can. What's going on? Can I fix it? Do I need to get a new computer? Because I think I'm looking at a new laptop now, given all of the problems. So get in touch if you can fix that. Friday, it looks a good coupon. We'll have the lower tiers as well, I think. Spain, Italy, or they'll normally your Saturday and Sunday staples. Championship, Blackburn against Middlesbrough, playing for European places. Premier League 2, don't forget your goals. And Nations League is the ladies. So have a great day. Quiet one this evening. I'll see you again tomorrow.